Hello Internet, welcome back to part 4 of magical, excellent journey, adventure, whatever the hell you want to call it, through my VHS collection 2019 version. We're now on to the big one. This is going to be the start of all the stuff I have on my big bookcase clusterfuck over there. The ones I have here are just the ones off the very top shelf, and there's only 20 of them. So what I figured we'd do today is, because this is going to be the shortest video in the whole, series by far, I'm going to do a bit of an experiment. This part is going to be filmed in 4K, and whether it will upload in 4K, I don't actually know, but we'll see. It'll be a fun experiment. Anyways, enough rambling, because that'll just prolong this. Let's get on with it. So the first one that we have here is The Mummy Returns with Brendan Fraser. Adventure is Reborn. This is a Universal release from 2001. I've not actually seen this movie or the original. So I can't really comment on them. This is Blockbuster stock, apparently. I don't really know what makes it that much different from, regular stock. Because, with Columbia TriStar ones, they'd have... You'd be able to tell the difference between a Blockbuster one and a normal one, but I don't think there's any actual difference on this. And there's an end label with a content advisor on it. The next one is By the Sword with Eric Roberts and F. Murray Abraham. Two men bound by a secret. Only one of them knows. Live by it. Die by it. Thriller. This is an entertainment and video release from, I'm not entirely sure what year. It doesn't say. And I've got the case wrong way around. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this I've not seen this movie either. It's got the genuine EIV security sticker on it. The next one is The General's Daughter with John Travolta. Go Behind the Lies. Check age now! I think I was 16 when I got this. I'm 20 now, but they should have checked. They failed their legally obligated responsibility to not sell this to underage me. And this is a Paramount release from, I think, 2000. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Well, the movie's from 1999, so I'm going to assume the tape is in 2000. Next one is Autumn in New York with Richard Gere and Winona Ryder. He fell in love for the first time. She fell in love forever. This is a Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment release from 2001. I think it's one of the very first ones to actually use the label Home Entertainment. Because I think it was video until very late 2000, early 2001. Because I think the rental release of Snatch it says home video on the cover, but I'm pretty sure it has Home Entertainment on the video. I actually can't remember. Anyways, and this is... What I was saying about Blockbuster earlier, you can tell that this is a Blockbuster copy because it's got the little B on the end of the catalogue number there. And at the end of the trailer or right before the movie starts, there's a little Blockbuster promo. Oh god, why do I have to remind myself that this one exists? The next one is Crystal Heart. She was a woman men would die for. This is a New World video release from 1988. This movie, I watched it and it was... absolutely horrendous for so many reasons that I don't really want to go into, because I don't really want to remind myself that this existed and all the horror of it. It's basically about a dude who, for some sort of life-threatening disease, can only be kept in some sort of weird crystal cage inside his home, falls in love with a pop star. You're never gonna see glass windows in the same way again after you see this movie. If you've already seen it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The next one is Lantana with Anthony LaPaglia, Barbara Hershey, Jeffrey Rush, and Kerry Armstrong. Sometimes love isn't enough. This is a Universal release from 2002? It must be either very late 2002 or very early 2003. Because it's got the modern 15 certificate on there, which was only introduced in 2000, the start of 2003. Oh, there's a reversible cover. I forgot about this. That's funky. I'm surprised they give this a reversible cover of everything. And there's an end label with the content advisor on it. And the case doesn't close. It's wonderful. Next one is Dudley Do-Rights with Brendan Fraser. The creator of George of the Jungle comes a new kind of hero. This is a Universal release, another one from 2000. I've not seen this movie either, but I'm told it's not very good. Well, let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Dust this one off a little bit. The next one is 13, with Holly Hunter, Evan Rachel Wood, and Nikki Reed. It's happening so fast. It's a movie that deserves to be seen by everyone, apparently, but I've not seen it, so I guess I'm failing... Who's that? Film review. I guess I'm failing film review. And... wait, when is this from? 2004. Ooh, it's got the funky black reels. Nothing on the bottom, which is surprising. There'd usually be an end label of content advisory. Next one is In Dreams with Annette Bening, Aidan Quinn, Stephen Rhee, and Robert Downey Jr. from the director of Interview with the Vampire and the Crying Game. This is a DreamWorks release from, I think, 1999. Oh, it has a print date. We'll see, I suppose. November 26th, 1999. Next one is Deep Impact, Oceans Rise, Cities Fall, Hope Survives. This is another DreamWorks release from also 1999, I think. This is one of two... Oh, hello. Open 7 days. Returns are due no later than 3:45 on Sundays and bank holidays, 8 PM rest of the week. New video scene. Telephone Ashford. These people. New video scene. Please rewind. This is one of two Apocalypse movies to come out in 1998. The other one was Armageddon. People seem to think that this is the more scientifically accurate one. It's got the unhappy ending because everybody dies. And it's also apparently the better movie. I've not seen it, but I know how it ends, which is slightly unfortunate, really. Ah, well, who cares? This is printed October 21st, 1998. Next one is Pitch Black. There's a new reason to be afraid of the dark. This is a Universal release from 2001. I've not seen any of the Riddick movies. I should probably get on that. Apparently the Chronicles of Riddick isn't very good. The new one that came out in 2013 apparently was decent. I wanted to see it, but I never got around to it. Where does this come from? Fairfield Stores in Causton. Next one is The Grinch with Jim Carrey, which is another Universal release from 2001. Yeah, I've not seen this movie either, but I saw the recent one with Benedict Cumberbatch, and I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I wasn't expecting too much, but, you know, it was a good and fun time. And there's the standard end label of the content advisory. Next one is Cast Away with Tom Hanks. At the edge of the world, his journey begins. This is a DreamWorks release from... when is this? 2001, I assume. This is another really good movie. There's another end label with the content advisory on it. This movie makes you feel sympathy for a man losing a volleyball. Like, come on, who else but Tom Hanks, the good and wholesome boy in Hollywood, can do that? Next one is The Parole Officer with Steve Coogan. This is a Universal release from... I think the rest of these are Universal releases. This is from 2002. I've not seen this movie, but I've been wanting to for a very long time. Steve Coogan is a very funny guy. If you've seen Alpha Papa, that I think was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Weirdly, this doesn't say Blockbuster stock on it, despite the fact that it's, you know, Blockbuster stock. Next one is Johnny English. He knows no fear. He knows no danger. He knows nothing. This is from 2000, I think, 3? Yeah, 2003. I haven't seen this movie in a very long time. I have seen it, shocker, but not for a long time. I saw the sequels. They're both pretty good, but I don't know if they quite match up to this. Comes from Video Box Office, and Video Box Office have their thing of, you know, these stickers, which there's absolutely no point for, because it's right there! Oh, and this also has the funky black reels, as was apparently the style. Next one is The Bourne Identity, with Matt Damon as Jason Bourne. A top-drawer espionage thriller. It's truly splendid. I will agree, these are all very good movies, apart from The Bourne Legacy, that sucks. This is from 2000... Well, Packaging Design is 2002, apparently, but I'm pretty sure this came out very early 2003 because of the modern 12 certificate. Fun fact, this is the first ever movie to be classified as a 12A certificate in this country. A lot of people will say it's Spider-Man, that's actually wrong. Spider-Man is the reason... Well, it's not the reason, they were thinking of like, bringing 12A into existence, but when Spider-Man was released, that was a 12, and everybody was like, yo, what the fuck, I want my kids to be able to see it. They were like, ah, shit, we should really bring this out sooner, shouldn't we? So the Bourne Identity was the first one that was rated as a 12A, and then everything that was a 12 at the time of the Bourne Identity's release was then, like, retroactively made a 12A, and they capitalized on that a lot. And, yeah, 12A is not on video because... I don't really know why, to be honest. Next one is Hannibal with Anthony Hopkins and Julianne Moore. I'm giving serious consideration to eating your wife. This is from 2002. I've not seen this movie, but if it's as good as The Silence of the Lambs, I know I'm in for a treat. Not blockbuster stock on the label, but it is blockbuster stock. And an end... Oh, it's in the cons... It's in the catalogue number. I should have probably figured that one out. Next one is Man on the Moon with Jim Carrey. Best Actor Comedy, Golden Globe for Jim Carrey. A truly remarkable performance according to Empire. Jim Carrey's brilliant according to the Sunday Mirror. And a bona fide classic according to Uncut. This is from 2000. Jim Carrey's not really done a lot recently, has he? He's mostly known for, like, you know... His political arts, and he's going to be Dr. Robotnik in the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which I bet you is going to be a wonderful time. I'm dreading it. Next one, what a movie. This is Billy Elliot with Julie Walters, Gary Lewis, and Jamie Bell, directed by Stephen Daldry. This is from 2001, I think. What a movie. This is such a good movie. The stage show that ran on the West End forever was also very good, but I don't think it quite matches the movie. UK/major/blockbuster, whatever that means. Although it must have been from Video Box Office, because, you know, look at this shit! And I told you this was the shortest part. The final video I have for you today is Gladiator with Russell Crowe. The gladiator who defined an empire. This is from 2001. No, it's from 2000. It's Packaging Design 2000, but as I've found out from the ones that have modern BBFC certificates, you can't trust those dates. Yeah, I've not seen this movie, but I feel like I should because it won Best Picture. It's Ridley Scott and Russell Crowe, so I don't doubt that it's going to be good, apart from Ridley Scott made a massive Horlicks out of Alien Covenant. That movie is terrible. Don't watch it if you haven't. Well, yeah. And that is it for part 4. We're going to be getting on to the really good stuff in part 5 and all the other subsequent parts. Whether they'll be filmed in 4K, I don't know, because this is probably eating loads of space on my phone's storage. I don't know. I don't even know if this will upload in 4K, but we'll see. I'll see you lot in part 5.